Alright folks, for the third day of auction, we are likely getting the Mars Progetto 46, also called the Progetto because of the washboard abs. So more bombastic, more flamboyant than a Peregrine IS-3A or a Alpine Tiger WZ-111, mostly because of the abs. It is so distracting. Oh, 𝘥𝘋𝘴. The only thing that's missing on this vehicle is a gigantic cock piece they could use to teabag people with. That would be great. But currently on the Asian server, it's 150,000 free XP minimum bid, and likely will go for about minimum bid or so. I mean, based on the K2, nobody bid for it. But then again, the Progetto is actually a decent vehicle. Not the skin though, so it's a free skin, I guess. I mean, it's good for free-to-play players, I guess, mostly. But you can take a look at the skin with the original preview video I did about 2 days ago, but it's alright. So based on the trend of original Under the Hammer or Autumn auction, anniversary auction, we're likely going to see the T-54 heavy tank and a surprise guess for the 5th offer. There's only 4 days for the anniversary auction compared to the 5 days. That sucks. So one for gold, one for credits, one for free XP, and one's a surprise. There's no double offer. So none of the double offers like with the beach theme, T95 skin, or the Warhammer stuff. So just 5 offers. But alright, this video is not about the Progetto or the Progetto. This video is about the stuff happening in the background while the hype is going on for the auction. So the common test got updated, and mostly the MBT-B got nerfed. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the new vehicles on the Supertest in the HD pictures. But I am guessing, highly guessing, that about a 95% accuracy, this vehicle is going to be in the next auction offer. And why do I say that is, well, they nerfed it. So for the T-54 heavy tank, it is practically a Renegade at tier 9. I'll do the recap video tomorrow if it is coming out. But yeah, quick preview is that they nerfed the base accuracy and nerfed the dispersion on this vehicle. Originally, it's 0.36 accuracy with very good dispersion while moving the hull and traversing. They nerfed it. Shadow nerf or ninja nerf before the actual release onto the auction. But the upside is still keeping the 12 degrees of gun depression. So it's like a Emil, mostly for the Americans. But it is about the same speed as a tier 8 Renegade, the T-54E2 or M54 as they would call it. But it's likely going for gold. And we'll talk a little bit more tomorrow about it. But here is the change. So notice the 0.2 dispersion while moving and traversing the hull compared to the original 0.12. Yeah. Also nerfed the accuracy from 0.36 to 0.4. Sucks, right? Now jumping on to the common test, we are having the 3rd iteration on the common test, and most of the surprise vehicles or hidden vehicles are the same. The Latta Strdsfrd did not get changed. Still pretty good as a stealthy sniper tank destroyer with the S-Tank 120 instead of the 105s. The Froggo hasn't been changed with the high DPM, surprisingly. And also going for the TITT, also having the high DPM as well. So all the vehicles are mostly the same. And let's talk this vehicle. Well, they did nerf it, right? They did nerf the DPM, nerf the soft stats like dispersion and top speed. But what really kills this vehicle for me now is this thing, the shadow nerf to the turret. So here is the turret. Now it has a 240mm effective weak spot next to the turret mini autocannon thing, or whatever the hell this crevice is called, but whatever. So that's originally 300mm or 350. Now it's 240. I mean, lower plate was always the weak spot, but then again, there were no turret weak spots originally. So jumping on to, this is the original public test for the first version. So you can see with the armor profile, it's 350 for this crevice. Now it's 240. You're basically killing this vehicle in competition to the Chieftain, the T95 Chieftain Hybrid. You massacred my boy, you sons of bitches. So I'll wait for tanks.gg to be updated, but usually there's like 3 iterations or maybe 4. Usually it's 3 for the common test, but that sucks, man. That really sucks. Disappointed. Oh my god. Why? Why did you do that to the... So disappointing, right? Really disappointing. The Latta Strdsfrd did not get changed, so that's a plus, especially with the high DPM in siege mode. So that's a plus. Yeah, nothing changed. You can take a look. Nothing really changed. Nice. The 𝘏𝘂𝗀 also has the high DPM, surprisingly. And I'm guessing either the 𝘏𝘂𝗀 or the TITT is going to be an event vehicle, because the TITT still has about 4,000 DPM. The highest DPM out of any vehicle in the game. Still has 4,000 DPM. Still a TITT after all, but still 4,000 DPM for a 100mm or 85? 85. It performs like a 100mm for that matter, but woof. So that's the common test. It has been changed, but I'll wait for tanks.gg to be updated to the 3rd iteration. And finally finish up with the pictures of the ST server, Supertest server. This is the TS60 that we already covered. Practically a evolved Chrysler K as a tier 9 tank destroyer. Looks like a VK7201K or the Panzer Kampfwagen Mark 7 for that matter, but mostly based on the sponson supporting the turret ring. That really looks like a VK, but then again, it's not completely down to the track, so it is angled. Might be even better than the VK, right? That's angled. So you have to hit dead on to this little plate right here in the front to pin. But 𝘏𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀 is like the Chrysler K, I presume, so bouncy and trollish. But large braces or dozer supports for the gun, even though it's not an artillery piece, like the M53-55 for some reason. Alright, I mean, unless you can dig your own trench, but that's out of the question. Yeah, that's out. That's in the back. So, this is up on the Supertest. 56 toilet paper. Tier 8 premium. Polish heavy tank. I mean, we already have the 50 toilet paper prototype. So, 50 TP is not a bad vehicle, but this thing has faster mobility, better horsepower per ton ratio, and a little bit better top speed. 40 is not bad, but with that horsepower per ton, it moves and shifts, especially with 38 degrees per second hull traverse, and turret traverse is not slow, has a decent enough of a gun, but that muzzle brake reminds me of the Object 268 version number 4, so kind of a wacky muzzle brake, but whatever. DPM sucks. It's about 1600. I mean, a little bit more, like 1800. But that's not good. Accuracy is alright, 9 degrees of gun depression. It has no hull armor, only 80 at the front. This is practically a medium heavy tank. It's not a true heavy tank. So, less armor than the 50 TP prototype, but faster, I presume. Alright, the Chi-To SP. It's cute. It's like a mini... Martyr or something, Martyr 1 or something, but I mean, it's a small medium tank chassis based tank destroyer with 250mm at the front. I mean, this is highly suspicious, especially for a tier 7. You have 250. I mean, you do have a 𝘏𝘀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, but 250 is pretty good. So I'll wait for the actual in-game screenshots to do the what the shit videos for these vehicles, but it has a 105, that's likely the stock gun, likely a 90mm or so. I mean, it's a 105, so that doesn't look like a 105. Whatever. And the Type 95 𝗏𝘂𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀, but based on the heavy tank chassis, suppose heavy tank, it's a medium light tank-ish, but Still alright. 300 alpha gun for a tier 6 is alright, especially with that pin, but has about 6 times 300. DPM is okay, about 2,200 or so, but it doesn't have armor. And it's slow. Oh, not even 10 horsepower per time ratio. It's slow. Oh my god. It's a very slow sniper tank destroyer. Ugh. Well, there you go, folks. Some picture from the super test, some stuff about the common test, and stuff about the Progetto swole abs, I guess. But yeah, okay. Is it worth getting the Progetto for? If it's that free XP on the EU or North America server, then it will not go higher than 200,000 free XP, especially for the skin, I'll say. But if it's gold, then I think the bid is like 9,000 gold starting or something on the Chinese server. One of you guys mentioned it on the comment section, but 9,000 gold is still kind of a little rough, especially with that skin. So yeah, hopefully we'll see the other stuff soon. Very much well known that this is coming up, the T-54 heavy tank. So we'll do this tomorrow with a recap episode. But yeah, just in summary or spoiler, it gets tuberculosis, gets garbage dispersion, and accuracy now compared to the original stats. Yeah, originally it's a lot better. So yeah, getting tuberculosis for your renegade sucks. And that's all, folks. So good luck to ya if you're trying to go for the Progetto in the auction. But I'm doubting that there's going to be a lot of competition for this thing, so might as well put a minimum bid or so. It's mostly for the memes, for the washboard abs. But as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.